Welcome back to Who's at the Chef Table with Chef Dan. This week, your hosts, Chef Dan and Doris with a D, sit down with Chef Adam, the culinary mind behind Lilo's Street Food and Bar, located in Lake Worth Beach.
Hi everybody, I'm Doris with a D from SoFlo Dining Magazine, and today we are at the Chef's Table in Lake Worth Beach at Lilo's
Street Food and Bar.
That's it, Lilo's Street Food and Bar, and we're here with Chef Adam and Chef Dan. And I got the names right, didn't I?
Yep. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
good.
we're all good. Yep, we're all good.
So how long have you been here at this location?
I've been with Lilo's for 7 years now. So, yeah, I moved here from California in, what was that? That'd be 2017. And wound up interviewing and taking over Lilo's.
Awesome. Where in California?
I was in Northern California in the Redwood Forest up there. So
beautiful area.
Yep. Gluten-free vegan food for a private chef gig. So
very nice. Yeah. How did you find your way into the hospitality industry?
I grew up in the hospitality industry. Some of my earliest memories are my family's Italian deli in Clearwater, Florida. And I remember watching my dad and my grandfather making Italian sausage as a kid. And I was just kind of hooked ever since then. I've always wanted to be a chef ever since I was 3 years old. So, yeah.
It's the love of the food, right?
Yeah. And just the atmosphere of people eating together as well. You know, I really love that.
That's a beautiful thing.
I always say you're always at a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're always at a good time.
Always have a good time.
Yeah. Are there any other locations?
No, this is our sole location right now. Yeah.
Awesome. Are there any plans in the future to expand?
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how this next season goes with all that. You know, so it's a lot of work. We have 2 locations in this building itself. So we have Lilo Street Food and Bar on 701 Lake Avenue, and down a little bit south on K Street, we have the library, which is our little speakeasy higher end cocktail concept.
To the culinary leaders of South Florida, your kitchen is your sanctuary. Your cuisine is your art. So why are you letting the critics be chosen by the algorithm? Ask yourself, are you still letting untrained so-called critics represent you? People who have never truly stepped foot in a professional kitchen are making judgments about your food. These are voices with no culinary background whatsoever, passing themselves off as experts. Here's the truth. Influencers are mainly there to get themselves grown. They are there for likes and followers. They're trying to get more followers for themselves, not for you. And as you know, likes, shares, and followers do not put dollars in your register. Stop letting the noise and the inexperienced critics define your narrative. Your story deserves better. Your passion deserves a platform of integrity. The public is hungry for authenticity, and they want to hear the story directly from the source, from you. We invite you to sit with Chef Dan and Doris with a D at the chef's table. This is an exclusive, authentic conversation between professionals. Tell your story, share your vision, and represent your restaurant with the authority it deserves. We offer the only platform in South Florida where real chefs talk to real chefs. Reach out to us today to book your seat at the table and take control of your story. As always, enjoy, and we'll see you there.
Really? How
Right,
wonderful.
because the first time we came, that wasn't around.
Yes.
Right.
Because we came for a show at the theater next door, and we had early dinner here.
Yeah.
And then we came again, and went, I think, with my mother, just to go down the boulevard here, and that's when they were just opening that, I think.
Yeah.
So it was like, what's that? And they were like, the library. I'm like, the library, and then they explained it to us.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You walk through the door that says no exit, and then you're in the library. So,
awesome.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. What style of food do you serve here?
Here we do street food, so I love it. It's a huge umbrella of category of food. You know, if it's served on the street anywhere, I can serve it here, right?
Nice.
Which really helps because I get bored easy. So we change our menu multiple times a year here, and I'm always trying to keep it going and keep something new and exciting coming to the menu.
So it's like more smaller bites.
Smaller bites, yes. Yep. All of our tacos are a la carte. We're really known for our tacos. We have 21 different types of tacos on the menu. currently, which will probably keep growing because I just can't get enough of tacos. So
Yeah, no, and your creativity is what really drives it. So that's a great thing.
and that's the fun thing, using the tortilla as a vehicle
Mm-hmm.
for other flavors and what you can do with, the different ways you can prepare a flour tortilla to make it almost taste like pita bread and stuff like that, which really helps staying creative and helping push the box forward.
Yeah,
It's not plain Jane.
Right. Yeah, nothing plain Jane about our tacos.
What is your personal favorite dish?
I get that question a lot, and that's always really hard for me because I'm always more excited about the next dish I'm making than the stuff. Like once it's on the menu, I'm like, all right, that's old news. It takes me anywhere from 6 to 7 months to come up with the new dishes and test them out and go through all the stages of development, right? So right now our miso soy sea bass taco that we have is really good. It's one of my favorites. It's marinated sea bass with miso and soy sauce and green onions. And then we sear it on the flat top so it gets a nice crust. And then that's served on a flour tortilla, right? I like the mild flour as opposed to the heavier flavor you get from a corn tortilla. And then we do arugula, some cucumbers for freshness, or sesame soy aioli.
Sounds delicious.
Some more green onions, and some wonton strips for a crunch factor on that. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds
So you
interesting.
get the texture and the flavor.
Yes, that's the whole
That's
point.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the texture, the flavor, and then the flavors coming at you one at
Full
a time, and then another one.
Full combination. Yeah.
Right, because you only have one tortilla to get all that
So
going.
I'll hit him with the curveball since he got close to it. So
Yeah.
curveball question as a chef.
Yeah.
Not comfort food, but say you're on the line Saturday night. What do you grab as a quick bite? And it doesn't have to be on the menu. We've had, like mine, I used to keep peanut butter and jelly.
Okay.
We've had people have had pizza hidden on the line.
Yeah.
Like, what would you grab quick?
Well, the funny thing about that is the thing that I used to grab quick actually is on the menu now. So they caught me. They caught me making it actually, and they were like, "Chef, what's that?" I was like, "I don't know. I guess you call it a fried hot garlic steak taco."
Okay.
And they're like, "Let me try it." Next thing you know, it's on the menu. It's one of our top selling fried tacos now.
I love
And
it.
you know, it's funny. He touched on it, and we've done like 40 of these interviews, and no one's ever hit that. But he's right. Not only do we, like I said, peanut butter and jelly. Someone had we create things for ourselves that aren't on the menu.
There's only so many times you can actually eat your food.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it, right? Yeah, because you see it all day. It's
my favorite meal is what I don't have to cook. That's my favorite food to eat.
So. I don't have to cook.
Sounds like mine.
Yeah.
That's mine.
We just recently had one in Boca, I think it was, and the chef hit one, and I said to him, hamburgers are a treat to me.
Yeah.
A plain hamburger is like something I never seen.
Yeah, it's like you give him a slider and he's like all content.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to see that. I don't get to have that.
I understand for sure.
Yeah, but then we go to a French place and you're asking for like confit this and I don't know what the heck that. I mean,
you gotta see if they're really French or not.
Exactly.
That's true. Now, is there a dish on the menu that you wish people would try more? That that if they have it, they'll be like, wow.
Yeah, like a hidden gem of yours.
We just recently started doing Chicago style deep dish pizza
Mm.
here, and I grew up outside of Chicago. Spent my formative years in Chicago, and I genuinely I love it. And we do a great proper job of our deep dish pizza here. It takes a little while, but it's totally worth the wait.
Yeah, because you have to cook it thoroughly
Yeah,
and everything, and you have to make sure the flavors are in there.
Chicago style deep dish pizza.
There you go.
There you go. Is there like any particular spice that you use, or like what's your secret? What makes your stuff so much more?
I know you're all international. You're a little bit.
I have a little bit of everything.
Like I smell the smoke when I come in here.
I do like cooking with smoke. We do use our smoker a lot, from our smoked street corn to our pork belly burnt ends that we do here. I enjoy adding smoke as well. I only use cherry wood in this restaurant. It's something a little different. A lot of people are used to the flavor of hickory or mesquite around South Florida, so I tend to use cherry wood.
That's why it smells so delicious in here. From the moment we walked
in.
Yes. Like it hits the nose and you're like, okay, what's going on
that also
here?
helps too,
Of course.
But I always like to try to put something in my food that people are familiar with, but they wouldn't ever really place it in that dish. Like whether it be a little hint of vanilla extract in something, or adding apples to like a curry dish, something like that. Just they know it's a familiar flavor, but they can't quite put it, so they go for that second bite.
You're on vacation, so why are you spending your time scrolling through endless pages of generic search results? Stop wasting time with search engines built for everywhere. Get the guide built just for you, the Beachside Directory. We cut the clutter and bring you straight to the source. Local businesses owned and operated right here in the Fort Lauderdale metro area. Whether you need a great place to eat tonight, a trusted personal service, or want to book jet skis, kayaks, or yoga, we have the who's who of the community. Get the local perspective, find the deals and coupons, get immediate access to businesses that actually care about your experience because their reputation is tied to this town. Make the most of every minute. Go straight to the source. Visit beachside.directory. Your vacation starts now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're sitting there just going, what am I tasting? What am I tasting?
Yeah.
That's a great feeling.
And that gets the conversation going at the table. And then people are like, you got to try this, and they start passing food around.
I think that's what happened. Because I remember I forgot what we had. But I remember you had something, I had something. And I remember
your mom had something else.
And I was like, what's that? And we ordered more.
Yeah.
I know at the end of this, we're going to put what we had. I have the whole list and pictures of everything we had. So,
oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, no, and I've come here like so many times with my girlfriends because we used to go here to the theater.
Yeah.
And we love walking around because it's so eclectic here. You can get things from France. You can get things from Bali. You can get things from anywhere in the world on this block here.
Yeah.
And it's always been like a go-to place.
For lunch.
Yes, always.
Always
it's always the excuse. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Lilo's, right? Yeah, of course we're gonna go to Lilo's. Yeah, we gotta shop first.
Yeah.
But she's saying it funny, but it's true.
No,
say it,
really.
whenever she mentions I'm like,
oh yeah,
Lilo's.
Oh, well, thank you. That's amazing.
No, absolutely, and that's all you.
Yeah.
Thanks, we didn't even know you, and now that we know that it's you, it's all you. Point at you.
I'll gladly take the blame for that one for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Is there any plans like for things that you want to do in the future? I mean that you can actually tell people about. I know that we're having a private conversation, but
no, as of right now, I'm going month by month, day by day. With the current state of everything in this industry, it's one of the good things about being a mom and pop restaurant is I can change stuff at a drop of a hat.
Right.
And I don't have to go through a big, long
you don't
process
corporate
of
and beg.
everything.
Right. We've been having this conversation with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I said, growing up, I always was afraid that the chains would overtake mom and pop. But now being on both sides of that fence, and in today's economy, I see that mom and pop has the upper hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Because corporate will shut a location down because they didn't make enough money.
Right.
And I was like, what do you mean enough?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mom and pop, God forbid, they don't want to, but they can lose money a month or two. They don't want to, but they can.
Right.
And they can adjust. Whereas if you're corporate, you're stuck in that corporate mold.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't work, so what? You got to follow that mold.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now in this state, mom and pop, and that's why you see the chains are shuttering.
Oh yeah.
And it's because they can't adapt. Where again, they don't make enough money.
Right.
So
and I did the corporate thing for years too.
Right.
And then in that system, you become a number. You're not a name.
Yeah.
I was just chef number 472.
Yep.
At store number 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And I used to love to have, I don't know if for you where they used to have projections and you had to meet the projections, and the projections were always like 5 or 10% over last year.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, how do you expect to grow 10% every year after
That's
year?
capitalism, baby.
It's like, wait a minute. And then now, like I said, with the state now where everything costs went up on everything. And it's like, oh, wait, you didn't make your 10%. It's like, yeah, wait, everything just went up 20%.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no room for that.
And like you said, it's numbers. That's it.
It's all
It's
numbers.
just numbers.
Yeah.
But you touched on something about the gluten-free and stuff. Do you do anything here gluten-free or vegan?
Currently, all of our fried chicken tenders, our Chipotle grouper, our deep fried Chipotle grouper, all of our fries, all that is gluten-free. So my fryers are 100% gluten-free.
Awesome.
Okay.
So people don't have to worry about coming in and there being residual flour from something else being fried in my fryers. So yeah, we're very we're very knowledgeable about gluten-free food, and we can always take care of people that way.
That's awesome. That's awesome, and you adhere to it obviously because you know what it entails.
Yeah. When I lived in California, I was actually a gluten-free vegan for about a year. So, because I wasn't making extra food for me after cooking for everyone else, you know. And then once I moved back east, I was like, thank God I can have some meat again, you know.
That's true. Yeah, because we've done a couple of vegan places and stuff, and it's interesting because a lot of them are saying now that the people who are vegans aren't their main customer.
Right.
It's people who just want to eat healthy or whatever. So we're like, what?
Exactly. That's a big thing.
It's a big shift
that's happening. Yeah.
So,
and I'm even seeing it when our, in our product mix, what we're selling, and noticing certain things aren't selling as well as they used to, because I think that's a great thing for America, and it's been something that's been going on for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Everyone just meatless Mondays is a thing for people now. Growing up in the Midwest.
I'm into fattest flavor, so
yeah.
I'm into fattest flavor.
But we do that though. We have our days when we have like no meat.
Yeah, but we don't do it.
But it's just
like
because.
just because.
Right.
We don't do it because I have to have
No, it's because what we saw on the menu was so good that we had to try it, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then we find ourselves going back to that kind of eating when we least expect it, only because it's on the menu.
Yeah, I'm a sucker
and
for
I love that.
Quinoa bowls.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I see
he sees a quinoa
bowl,
bowl, he goes dizzy.
But then I throw shrimp or chicken on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, but
I understand.
But the intent is there.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about moderation and making a few smart changes throughout life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a salad.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have like any specials? Like I hate to say Taco Tuesday because it's like
Actually,
so obvious.
We do. Yeah.
What specials do you have?
We offer all of our tacos at discounted rates on Tuesday. So we have $2 tacos, $3 tacos, $4 tacos, and $5 tacos.
Wow.
So pretty much all of our tacos are available at a discounted rate on Tuesday. We have a DJ that comes at night. We get a little bit of a party atmosphere going on here, and we sell over 1,000 tacos every Tuesday here.
Wow.
So.
And what time does the entertainment start?
The entertainment usually starts around 8 o'clock.
Okay. Okay, so it's for your later crowd.
For the later crowd.
Yeah, for the people who actually work. For a living.
For our people.
I get you.
Yep.
I get you. Any other days when you have any other specials or anything?
We have brunch every weekend
Awesome.
And we keep our brunch going pretty late. Brunch goes till 3 p.m. So it's 11 to 3 p.m. So, for the late risers, you want to come in and grab some chilaquiles before you're fight the hangover. It's there.
One of my favorites, it.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, my girlfriend's in California. That's what they were all about.
Okay.
On Sundays, chilaquiles. Oh yeah.
So my fiance, she's from LA, but her family's from Jalisco in Mexico.
Okay.
And we just spent 2 weeks down in Jalisco running around.
Nice.
Went to tequila with the family. Went to a Mexican wedding. I had a blast, and I ate chilaquiles almost every single day I was there for breakfast.
And it's funny because down here, there's a lot of Mexican places. I call them Mexican places, but it's American Mexican.
Yeah, a lot of Tex-Mex.
And you don't see that.
Tex-Mex.
And I always say, if I don't see it on the menu, it's not real.
Yeah.
It's people are like, what? You have no, I don't know what that is. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So that means I'm getting a ground beef taco here, doesn't
it? Yeah. Cheese and sour cream too.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. What is it? Salsa?
Yeah, salsa.
Discover what thousands up and down the eastern seaboard rave about. SoFlo Dining, your free key to conch fritters down in the Keys. Fort Lauderdale waterfront gems. Vegan Homeboys monthly picks. Rick Tobin's words of wisdom. Doris with a D's on South Florida events. Who's at the chef's table with Chef Dan. Unstoppable women entrepreneurs. That WTF Snowbird series. Plus recipes from Key West Spice. Inbox drop 7 days early at SoFloDining.com. Taste what SoFlo has to offer.
We did a traveling series a year or so ago. We're going to be bringing it back, but we stopped in Virginia.
Okay.
And we stopped in an Italian restaurant.
In Virginia.
And they had quesadillas and appetizer.
Okay.
So we got it. It was good.
It's
but
delicious.
the waitress said to her, sauce and sour cream with that?
Oh,
and she said, what? And I wear hearing aids, so I really didn't hear. And I hear her say again, salsa and sour cream?
Yeah.
And I was like, she goes, what? And the girl goes, salsa and sour cream with that?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
Wow. I couldn't understand it. Sour cream, what?
It's funny how that happens. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up moving around a lot, and so I've lived a little bit of everywhere. And but just you know, you can go 20 miles away from a place, and the accent just changes. You know?
Yeah.
It's
No,
wild.
and I speak 4 languages.
Okay.
Sometimes all at the same time.
Yeah.
But in her defense, I couldn't get through the accent.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad afterward. I even apologized. I said, you know, I just, my ears weren't there.
Right.
You know,
No,
but the food was so terrific
No,
and
the other
everything,
thing is-
and her service was amazing.
But the food also
Yeah.
changes from place to place.
Yeah.
Like in that same area, she wanted heavy cream for her coffee.
Yeah.
And I went to like 2 or 3 stores, and somebody finally flat out said, no, nobody uses that in these parts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, heavy cream?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you got to go. And they were sending me like, go 5 miles this way, 2 miles that way. There's a supermarket. They might have it.
They might have it.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, heavy cream? You don't have
Yeah.
And then I figured
Yeah.
the other name, whipping cream.
Whipping cream.
Whipping
Yeah.
Yes.
cream.
Yeah.
Not realizing they probably have farms. They probably get it.
Directly from the
themselves.
farmer.
They probably do that.
Yeah.
If they
But
do
things
it.
change.
Yeah.
I mean, take it for granted. Like I know some of the Wawas or 7-Elevens, you could walk in, they got every cream.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely.
And the world is changing so quickly now
Mhm.
that you know, you have to almost check in and ask the difficult question, like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
And what exactly goes into that
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
What was it? The one store I went into, I had the whole store helping me. Customers were helping me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They would bring me like the powdered cream and
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
cookie with cream in it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
No. That's not what I want.
Yeah, because I can't have that carrageen or whatever it is they put in it.
Oh right.
Yeah, so that's why I go for the heavy cream.
But it
Right.
was funny.
But yeah. Is there anything you want us to know, or anything you want to add, or?
Yeah, but speaking about you not being able to have carrageen, right?
Right.
We operate about 95% scratch at Lilo's, so we're making all of our sauces ourselves. We're making all of our marinades ourselves. You know, we're not really opening up lots of frozen bags and boxes here. You know, just so we can control the stuff that we put in our food
Right.
to avoid some of these
No surprises.
other. Yeah, I don't want to surprise people with a food allergy. You know, I don't want to be
Right.
surprised on that myself.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't know you have it
Right.
until
It's too late.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, and you're sitting, and then you're going over everything that you ate, and you're saying, "Gee, I wonder what it could have been."
Right.
Yeah, see,
You know.
I kind of stopped being a chef or stopped chefing right when like the lactose allergy started to hit.
Oh yeah.
And I started learning about lecithin, the other things that they call milk.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
you have to learn, and it's like
Yeah,
all the years in the kitchen, I never thought that I'm learning like science here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like you got to figure out what
It's become very science involved, you know, and being able to control that helps a lot. And the other thing is that stuff doesn't really taste that great anyway.
no,
So
No.
we don't want to. I don't want that.
no,
No,
and
you
that's
didn't-
what I love about you guys. That's what I love about
Yeah.
Lilo's. I can always come here, I eat, I go home, I'm happy,
Yeah.
just as happy as I was eating.
Oh, good.
You know, and you don't get that after
But it's
thing.
comforting to have a chef that knows what he's looking for.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we've been to places where they say a shellfish allergy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can have artificial crab meat. No, you can't.
No.
They flavor it with the essence from the shells.
Exactly.
You know, and they're like, what? No, it says artificial. Yeah, it's whitefish.
Right. That they
Seasoned with
press
whatever.
and season. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but it's good to know that you know what you're talking about with the gluten and all. That's very important
Yeah.
because some people say, it's this, and then they find out.
It's not. Yep.
Yeah.
You know, and you get that. You know, that's been a big thing in America, especially over my career. You know, I've been a chef for almost 20 years now, and just the rise of food allergies and learning about all that. It's a constant reading and learning that people don't really realize comes with this profession. You know?
Right.
Yeah, they started with the colored cutting boards.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's, like I said, right when I pretty much stopped is when they came out with the colored cutting boards.
Yeah.
we always had white, and then one day they come in with these pretty cutting boards. I'm like,
Right.
what are these?
Yeah. What's this color scale?
Yeah.
Why are we using this?
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Purple. I was like, purple.
Yeah. What's the alert watch at it today? Like, okay. Yeah.
I think it's awesome that you're so open and willing to share with us all these little things, and that's what makes you special. And that's what makes your place really special.
That's what makes the place special.
Thank you.
And we want the community to know this.
I
And
appreciate
that's why we go through all the trouble of asking you these little questions
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we're
no, I
like
love
kind of
it.
picking in there. Because if they don't know what they're getting,
Yeah.
they won't come.
Why walk in the door?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, and we're all about the mom and pops and getting everybody to come
seeing
in
that they
and
have a professional
knowing.
in the kitchen. That's the other important one. You know, some
Right.
places we go to, they don't have a chef. They
Right.
have a cook of the week. You know, and it's like, so.
Wow. Yeah, there's that. But once you know what goes on behind the chef's door,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference. And I know I love it. So
Wow.
I can't see why anybody else wouldn't. When 2020 hit, we decided we got to go out there. We got to help.
Yeah.
We got to help, but we don't know exactly what we're going to do to help.
Right.
And then we
Right.
started talking about it
Yeah.
and what was important to us and what's important to mom and pop and how to
And the people.
help them.
Like,
And the
we,
people.
Yeah.
we as people, like, we watched what other people do, and it's pretty much all the same stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, there's got to be something that people are missing, And then people were like, well, when I started talking, people were like, we like listening to you. 'Cause you're a
Right.
chef. So I'm like, well, wait up. Let's go to the restaurants and talk to the
Talk
chefs.
to the chefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
So-
they're the lifeblood. I
Yeah.
mean, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any other questions. Do
No,
you?
I'm done.
Right.
Anything you
Really?
wanna add?
Good.
No.
Good. Yeah, no, you were so easy to
Thank
talk
you.
to.
Oh, I appreciate
Seriously, you're like I said, you're so open and so willing to share
that. Yeah. I mean,
who you are.
you give
Yeah.
people, you give 10 people the same recipe, you get 10 different dishes.
Yes.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And
Absolutely.
there's enough like division and everything going on now. It's more about people being open and sharing more. We're all on the same little cosmic ball of stone flying through the sky
we're all
right
brothers
now.
and
So,
sisters.
yeah.
So hey,
We're all in the same sandbox here.
That's right.
When we talk about division, we always say, people ask us like what we stand for, who we are, and I say it doesn't matter. We're all here to eat.
That's it.
Yeah.
We all have to eat.
We all
We
have
all have to.
So that's what it's about. And we're about bringing the good food.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole.
good food, good prices, and more people in your door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Location.
Always.
You want to give us
Yeah.
the address?
Yeah, our location is 701 Lake Avenue in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. The zip code is 33460. Yeah.
And
We
I'll
are
put the
open.
links. I'll put the links to the site with the menu. I'll put all
Awesome.
that on there.
Yeah, and the phone number and all that
I'll
other
have all
good
that
stuff.
on there.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
brilliant.
Thank you so much
No,
for
thank you guys
for
for
taking
coming
the
in. I
time.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
no, really.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
Of course.
All right, I'll do
Anytime.
that.
Yeah.
As always, enjoy, and we'll see you here. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone, to another delicious episode of Who's at the Chef's Table with Chef Dan. Join us next week for more culinary adventures. This show's a proud joint production of SoFlo Dining and the Beachside Directory. Head over to soflodining.com to subscribe for free to our online magazine, packed with awesome features, discounts, and South Florida dining tips. SoFlo Dining is your go-to guide for all things tasty in the Sunshine State. See you soon.